Jaipur, 1984. The city bustles with life outside, but inside the Gulmohar guest house, a chilling silence hangs in the air, as if the building itself is holding its breath. The Gulmohar guest house is silent, too silent. The long corridors echo with the absence of footsteps, and the ticking of an old wall clock is the only sound that dares to break the stillness. The manager, growing increasingly anxious about the guest in room 108, who hasn't been seen all day, finally decides to call the police. His hands tremble as he dials, haunted by a sense of dread he can't explain. The door to room 108 is bolted from the inside, impossible to open without force. The police arrive, and with a heavy thud they break the lock, splintering the old wood. Inside they find a man lying motionless on the bed. His body is perfectly still, his face eerily calm, as if he simply drifted off to sleep and never woke up. There are no signs of a struggle. No weapon is found anywhere in the room. There's no evidence of suicide. No pills, no blood, no marks on his body. The room itself is untouched, almost unnaturally neat, as if someone had carefully staged the scene. It's the very definition of a classic locked room mystery, baffling even the most seasoned investigators. Police comb through every inch of the room, searching for clues. They check the drawers, the closet, even the light fixtures, but nothing adds up. Every possible explanation slips through their fingers. The windows are barred, the door was locked from the inside, and the man's expression is peaceful, almost serene. It's as if he welcomed whatever fate befell him, leaving behind only questions. The autopsy reveals nothing. No poison in his system, no injuries, no natural cause of death. The doctors are left scratching their heads, unable to offer any explanation for how or why he died. Every detail is meticulously documented. Photographs are taken, notes are written, and evidence is bagged, but the mystery only deepens with each new piece of information. Then, just as hope is fading, an officer discovers a folded note tucked into the man's shirt pocket. The paper is old, the handwriting shaky. It reads, "The answer is in the stars." No one can say if it's a clue, a farewell, or a warning from beyond. The message is cryptic, sparking wild theories and endless speculation among the detectives. The note transforms the case into legend. Soon, newspapers dub it the dead man's note, and the story spreads through Jaipur like wildfire, capturing the imagination of an entire city. The authorities are left with a perfect enigma, a puzzle with no solution, and a question that will haunt them for decades. The file is marked unsolved, and the legend only grows with time. What really happened in room 108? To this day, no one knows. The locked room remains, its secret sealed, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover the truth. The dead man is identified as Raghav Sharma, a government clerk from Delhi. He seems unremarkable, quiet, diligent, forgettable. But investigators find evidence of secret travel to border towns and unexplained cash deposits. His body shows scars and fitness inconsistent with a desk job. Hidden in his suitcase, a second ID with a different name and a different government department, one shrouded in secrecy. The police realize Raghav Sharma may not be who he claims. The case shifts from a simple death to a shadowy world of espionage. Who was the man in room 108? The second ID unravels everything. The real Raghav Sharma is alive in Delhi. The dead man's identity is a fabrication. No family, no friends, no past. He's a ghost. The investigation stalls. The documents are expertly forged. With no leads, the case is shelved as an unsolved death. For 30 years, the story becomes legend, the note a haunting riddle. The guest house is renovated, the room renumbered, the file forgotten. But some secrets refuse to stay buried. The mystery lingers, waiting for someone to look again. The answer, perhaps, is still in the stars. 30 years after the mysterious events at the hotel, a new chapter begins. Anjali, a bright and curious intern at R&AW, is assigned to help digitize old archives. One rainy afternoon, while sorting through a forgotten storage room, she stumbles upon a hidden file. Its edges yellowed, its label nearly faded from time. The folder is thick with secrets, sealed for decades, waiting for the right eyes to find it. As Anjali flips through the brittle pages, a black and white photograph falls out. She freezes. The man in the photo is instantly familiar. He's the enigmatic guest from room 108, the face she's seen in old case files and whispered rumors. The file's contents are explosive. It reveals the man's true identity. Kabir Anand, a legendary deep-cover RNAW agent whose name was erased from official records. For years, his existence was a closely guarded secret, even within the agency. Anjali's hands tremble as she reads coded messages, mission reports, and personal notes. Each page peels back another layer of the mystery, connecting dots that had long seemed unrelated. Kabir's clerk persona was just one of many. The file contains a stack of forged passports, each with a different name and disguise. He had lived a dozen lives, each more dangerous than the last. The discovery sends shockwaves through the agency. Senior officers gather in secret, launching a covert inquiry. The cold case, long dismissed as unsolvable, is suddenly alive with new leads and urgent questions. Old evidence is pulled from storage, travel records, foreign currency, photographs of scars. For the first time, these fragments make sense, painting a picture of a man who lived on the edge of danger. Kabir was more than a clerk. He was a field agent, operating in the world's most dangerous shadows. Surveillance photos and mission logs reveal a life spent in constant peril, serving his country from the darkness. The truth is staggering. Kabir's death, misidentified for decades, stands as one of the agency's greatest failures. The official story was a cover-up, hiding a loss too great to admit. Why was his file hidden so carefully? Who decided to bury the truth? And how did his death slip through the cracks for so long? The stakes are higher than ever. What began as a forgotten file is now a matter of national security, with implications that could shake the foundations of the agency. The cryptic note and the missing detonator, once dismissed as minor details, now seem to hold the key to a much larger plot. Every clue takes on new urgency. The case is no longer just a locked room puzzle. It's a web of conspiracy, stretching across decades and continents, with powerful forces determined to keep the truth buried. As Anjali delves deeper, she realizes the shadows surrounding Kabir's story are darker and more dangerous than anyone ever imagined. The task force painstakingly reconstructs Kabir Anand's final mission, piecing together fragments of evidence and faded memories. Every detail matters. Every clue could be the key to unraveling a decades-old mystery that has haunted intelligence circles for years. Kabir had just returned from a perilous assignment in Pakistan, carrying with him a stolen nuclear detonator, small, portable, and unimaginably deadly. The device was capable of catastrophic destruction, and its mere existence sent shockwaves through the intelligence community. His orders were clear: deliver the detonator to a safe house deep within enemy territory. But as he approached the rendezvous, something went terribly wrong. Shadows moved where they shouldn't, and Kabir sensed the mission was compromised. His last desperate message crackled over a secure channel. "Package compromised. Trust no one. Going dark." It was a chilling warning, and the last anyone would hear from him. Kabir vanished without a trace, checking into a remote guest house under a carefully chosen alias. He left behind no clues, only questions. The nuclear detonator was never found. Investigators scoured every inch of the safe house and guest house, but the device had simply disappeared. For 30 years, its fate remained a mystery, a catastrophic security breach that threatened global safety and left intelligence agencies in turmoil. Now, decades later, Kabir's locked room death has escalated into a global threat, reigniting old fears and new suspicions. Theories swirl in every corner. Was Kabir hiding from relentless foreign agents, or was he betrayed by someone within his own ranks? The lines between friend and foe blur in the world of espionage. His cryptic warning, "Trust no one," now haunts the halls of R&AW, hinting at a traitor lurking in the shadows, someone who may have orchestrated the entire operation's downfall. The race is on. Investigators scramble to uncover the truth, desperate to locate the missing detonator before it falls into the wrong hands. The stakes have never been higher. The fate of nations could hinge on what happened in that locked room all those years ago. The locked room is just the beginning. The secrets it holds could change the course of history. Investigators uncover files about a suspected mole in RAW, codenamed Delta 47. The timeline matches Kabir's death. Did Kabir discover the mole's identity? Was he silenced before he could expose them? The traitor would have motive to kill Kabir and steal the detonator. But how was Kabir killed in a locked room? No secret passages, no poison, no answers. The case is now a web of betrayal, with the truth just out of reach. In 2015, a retired archivist recalls Kabir's heavy fountain pen. Inside, investigators find a second note. Maya knows. Delta 47 is not one. Code is. The message is incomplete but explosive. Maya's identity is a mystery. Person, codename or place. Delta 47 may be a network, not a single traitor. The code could unlock the conspiracy, but what is it? The first note's phrase, "The answer is in the stars," now seems literal. Investigators search for connections to astronomy, star maps, or Maya. The clues multiply, but the answers remain elusive. The dead man's riddle deepens. The new note raises more questions than answers. Was Kabir a hero or a double agent? Did he die protecting a secret or trying to sell it? Every clue can be read two ways, patriot or traitor. The network of Delta 47 could still be active, watching the investigation. Kabir's notes could be warnings or coded messages for his own allies. The truth is ambiguous, the evidence contradictory. The dead man's note is now a mirror, reflecting both heroism and betrayal. The case remains unsolved. The detonator is missing, the traitor's unmasked. The file sits in a vault, a cold case growing colder. The locked room mystery endures. No explanation, no closure. Was Kabir killed by advanced technology or something simpler? The dead man's note echoes through Indian intelligence. The answer is in the stars. Was Kabir a hero or a traitor? The truth is still out there, hidden, waiting. Until then, Room 108 remains a legend, and the answer remains just out of reach. Some mysteries, it seems, are never meant to be solved.